months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Just a little bit.
Hold on, I'll be back.
Tackling they want to see him again. To throw, Cousins. They're able to complete this.
Ball press.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Play fake. Cousins. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got it.
No press.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this, but I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. I think they're
no press. No press.
Double, triple them if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number one guy.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
He's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right.
I knew you was doing that shit. God damn it.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins rolling to his left. Throw caught there by Osborne. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Cousins on 1st down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. They'll throw again. Cousins throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Play action now. Cousins throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That was Patrick Peterson from his cornerback spot whirling in for the sack. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. And remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Hey, check back, 6 back. Trigger Omaha. Yellow. He's coming, double up.
Cousins will try and throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
It got his man complete.
That's all you got.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. But he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And that is no good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and they're going to face a third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second and 4.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
A swing pass here to Edwards.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a give right side. Bateman. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Bateman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Back now in Baltimore. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll run for it. Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. And he'll be out of bounds. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready. Cook.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This is Cook. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down by about a yard. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Running for it, here's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Second and 10. Jackson.
Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Throwing, Jackson.
Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And he is not going to get the first, but remember, it was only first down, so a bit of an odd play, and it results in second down. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because...
And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And he'll be stopped short of the marker, but they'll keep possession here. Remember, it was only second down, so now it's third.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. One last shot for Jackson. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that